are going to talk about the chapter urbanization today. And why am I going to do this topic? Because next topic in the book is about human resources. So you might get questions related to that. Human resources is the next thing which is associated very well with the urbanization or with the population aspects. So the first, today we are only going to talk about urbanization, its effects, its plus points or the negative points. So what do you mean by the term urbanization?
Modernization.
Modernization. Is there any other point? Industrialization. All right. Next.
Developments of more towns.
Okay. Development of more towns. Now, suppose Anisha is going to answer this question. Fine. What define, if I ask you, how are you going to define urbanization?
Urbanization is the process in which a rural area is made into an urbanized area by modernizing and industrializing the area.
Okay, fine. So basically, it is the one line, if one sentence, if I need to define urbanization, it is the movement of people. You can take notes, you can take down the notes, children. Movement of people from rural to urban areas. Rural to urban areas. Fine. Now,
Ma'am,
what do you mean by the term rural?
Village.
not so modern.
Rural areas.
Remote areas.
Remote areas.
Village,
Village, countryside. Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Okay. So these are the layback. But so, but in geography, when we understand what we mean by a rural area is a place where we have less than 1,000 people living per square miles. So this is the data for what is a rural area. So a rural area is a place which contains less than 1,000 people living per square miles. Fine, that is known as a rural area.
is this kind of average thing here?
Yeah, we take out average only. Now, urban areas is more than
1,000.
per square miles. This is what is the depth.
Oh, ma'am, India's average is more than China.
Yeah. So urban areas, we are done with that. Now, what do you mean by city? What is city?
City is a place with all the facilities.
One, raise your hand first. Yeah.
Place with many facilities.
A city is a place or surrounding which has a lot of facilities. Right? What kind of facilities are there? Yes. So a city, as well said by Harsh, a city is a place where we have all types of modern facilities. But in geography, how are we going to define a city? A city is a place where we have population more than
1,000.
50,000. More than 50,000. Okay, 50,000 people living in an area more than 50,000. We say it is a city. Then, yes, more than 50,000. Then we have metropolis. What is metropolis?
Places which are well connected through all ways of transport, and then there's also like cities,
Yes, places,
commercial.
metropolis, the places which are well connected with major facilities, metro trains, or modern transport, and all types of communication facilities are there. We call it metropolis. So, how about the data? Any guesses? What could be the data for a metropolis?
Can we say Tokyo is a metropolis?
Yes, yes.
More than 10,000.
Yes?
100,000.
More than 500,000 people. More than 500,000 people living in an area, then we call it as metropolis. Fine?
Ma'am,
Now,
is this per square miles?
then we have you ever heard of um, mega cities? Hmm?
The most modern cities in an area. Which have more than one. Crowded cities.
Mega cities.
More than one. They have a large population.
Mega cities, which cities we call it mega cities when we say many metropolises join together and they form it as a mega city. Now cities are growing, children. Cities are growing, and
Excuse me.
cities are growing, and the problems also keep growing, which we are going to discuss later. Now, associated to this, I am going to talk more. Some geographers gave theory on urbanization, trying to explain more about urbanization, that is known as the central place theory. What is the name of the theory?
Central place theory.
Central place theory. Anyone, if you know about this, if you have done. Anyone?
Center.
So the
Center.
founder for this theory is Walter Christoller. Walter Christoller, a very renowned German geographer who gave this theory the central place theory.
There should always be a center in urban
So,
area.
what is there in the theory?
There should always be.
It talks about the number of settlements, the size. Okay, it talks about number of settlements, the size, and how the people are living and how the people are communicating with each other. Okay, so this is what is about the central place theory. I am going to make a diagram and then I am going to explain more on that. So this theory is based upon two concepts. Okay, what are the two concepts? one is the threshold. Number one is the threshold, and the second one is the range. Number one is the threshold, and the second is the range. Okay, what do you understand? Anyone, what do you mean by threshold? In English.
Is it something where we keep like almost all like the it's like the place where we have like most of the stored things.
Yes, yes, very good. Okay, so you forgot the dictionary at home. Have you all taken down the notes on that? Yes, threshold and the range. So for that, this is the diagram. Okay, Yashwin, you are not doing anything. Please note it down. So now, threshold is, it means the number of people, the population with who are engaged in storage, number of
Agriculture.
people
Agriculture.
who bring about the provision of your right of goods and services. Okay, so that part is known as threshold. So number of people who have the provision for providing goods
Goods and
and services. What is threshold?
Number of people
People.
who provide
So,
goods and
Services to the other
other
people.
And that's
Okay.
Walter, right?
Yeah, Walter. Now, range. So these are the threshold is the number of people who are providing the goods and services. Now, we suppose I need to go to a market. Fine. I need to go to a market. So it's suppose let's talk about an example. I want to build my house. So what all things I should keep in my mind? What all things should I keep in my mind? Suppose I am planning to build a house. Yes, Dia? About the area, investment,
Amount of material.
material, and how about the other? Yes,
Size.
rules. Can you
Like
elaborate?
that places rules. You want to set up the factory like that. How much we should not pollute.
Okay. Rules we need to follow. Yes, Atvi?
We also need we also need to check it's a large scale project or a short scale project.
Any, I mean, house. So what is there in
Like
that?
like apartments or like small.
No, your house. I'm not talking about apartment. Your house. Yes. Very good. That was the point I was waiting for. So that is called access to resources. How? Suppose I have a house in Nishiojima. So at night also there is a convenience store, Big A, 24 hours. It's open. If I have any emergency, any problem, I can just go and rush and get the thing. Right? The doctors are available. The very near is the Koto Hospital. I mean, so such kind of things. And then, of course, it is walkable distance to the main road. I can take a taxi from there, or I can take a bus. And moreover, in Japan, since we are living in Japan, so we have the access to the station. Station is like 3 minutes walk to my house. So all these, so that is called the range. So how much time or the how much duration the people need to travel to purchase the goods and services. Where is it available? The point is it where. So range is the question mark is where the things are there.
Ma'am, also the duration of time, right?
Yeah, duration of time also. Now in India and China, 3 out of 10 people live in the urban areas, children. In India and China, 3 out of 10 people living in the urban areas. And in Germany, the Western Europe, you can say Western Europe, or in the United States, we have 3 out of 4 people who live in the urban areas. 3 out of 4. So people are actually moving to the cities. These are the datas. The datas are taken by the who do you think the data, the census done? What is a sense? What is census?
The amount of people, the
Yeah.
population.
Is when there is by the place they have taken the amount of how many people are there.
Yeah.
Like it's a counting of the people.
Counting of the people every 10
Every
years.
10 years.
That is census. So in this case, when we are talking about the population or urbanization of the entire world, then who is taking the who takes the census? Who is the in charge for the census?
Government.
US, World Bank, okay, and UN. So they do the census.
Who? The US.
World Bank and the UN. Yeah. Now, children, I supplied to you some notes. So where's my copy? Yeah. All right. So everyone, focus in your notes now. Okay. Geico, please stand up and read that. Advantages.
Farm towns and cities can reduce production to provide food for surrounding cities. Better services. People have better access to services. Although in these cities, people may not be able to
Okay, sit down. So, what comprises the cities? What comprises the cities? CBDS, Central Business District. That is going to be the major area in the city. So what do you think? Which place in Japan is the CBD?
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Tokyo. How would you say that CBD, Central Business District?
Because
All the big offices, tall buildings, okay, and a lot of development everywhere. So we associate it and we gave the name CBDS, Central Business Districts.
what are NBD?
I will talk. Now we are talking about the levels. The first level is the CBDS, then we are the central city. So the heart of Japan is Tokyo, and then there are certain other areas, Yokohama, Kawasaki, all will come under the central city category. Then we have the suburbs. What do you mean by suburbs?
They're not like in the main city, they're like around it. They're not like in the main business commercial center.
Yes. Suburb means adjacent to the central city. You are right. Suppose central city is here. So near the central city. So what could you give the example for this? Outskirts, suburbs, and name an area in Japan. In Tokyo. In Tokyo, Tokyo. Saitama. Chiba, yes, we can give some names, suburbs. Yokohama. Yokohama, no, not Yokohama. Then Priyanka, Priyanka, where do you live? Yes, can you be loud? Yeah, so that area is actually also a suburb area. So which is connected to the, and they get all the required services from the central city, because central city is itself very developed and it gives a lot of facilities to the suburb areas, and it grows very well. So this is about the layout of cities. Now let's talk about the factors. Why people are moving to the cities? So before that, I am going to talk about, there are two factors, children. One is the push and the other is the pull factors. Push and pull.
To get jobs, right?
Push factor.
It gives it develops the area. Like pushing the economy.
Pushing the. So what push factor is, from a rural area you are pushed. What could be the causes of the push factors?
Poverty.
Poverty. So let's talk about the push factors first. Poverty.
Push is negative, right?
Yeah.
Natural calamities.
Push is negative, very good.
Natural calamity.
Natural calamity.
Urbanization.
First major points we are going to talk about. Yes.
Man, the services.
Okay, better services. So we are talking about the villages in lack of services, lack of
Employment.
okay, lack of employment. Okay, I just summarize unemployment. Unemployment.
Giving food to family and family. It's like
One-
survival.
So yeah, we can just summarize how we can summarize it. Yeah, education, illiteracy, and one man running the entire family, overburdened. Okay, so low per capita income of the family.
Ma'am, can lack of resources be counted as well?
Can you specify that point if you have in your mind? Lack of resources can.
For example, if it would be, we can say water at the most point in India. Due to pollution and everything, maybe we can consider water as lack of resources.
Lack of resources.
Lack of resources.
Lack of resources means you want to say that water scarcity,
Yes.
pollution.
Electricity.
Yeah, electricity, fine. We can accept that
For
point.
lack of resources, I would say the distribution of resources among the society of people.
Yes, yes. Redistribution, you can say. Then one more point which is going in my mind. I just remember when I yes, low standard of living. Everyone in this world, children, just want to have a better standard of living. They know that in village it's really hard to provide. So people are